Yep.
Welcome back to Sonic Advance.
In the last episode, we were in the mountain, and I was explaining to Cade the Sonic movie 2.
Yes.
We hit a time limit, so I am about to explain to him in my opinion, one of the cringiest parts. Which, in theory, could have been cool, but like it just wasn't in the movie. So whatever. They're in Siberia. They have a map, and the people in this bar, they don't speak their language. Tails has a translator. Haha, funny miscommunication, mistranslation. Your wife looks like a goat kind of thing.
Oh.
So they're about to get thrown into the fireplace because they're seeing that they're monsters. And apparently, Tails just looks up something on his translator and blurts something out, and everyone just stops. And Sonic's like, what the hell did you do? And Tails like, I enacted a Siberian dance battle, and we have to dance battle the best dancer at this bar. And one of them's holding the map, and Sonic's like, oh no, the map! I'm like, you can run at the speed of light. The thing that confused us Goobers and screens on the JoJo tier list. Get the map! Why are you doing a dance battle? It was really cringy.
Well, the problem, I mean, I told you the reason why being able to run at the speed of light is a bad idea, right?
In JoJo it works.
Because the laws of physics, the closer you approach the speed of light, because the speed of light is consistent no matter what.
It moves near light speed.
Well, the speed of light is consistent, which means the closer you get to light speed, light continues to move at the same speed, which means the only way that would be possible is that time slows down. So the moment you hit light speed, time stops.
What I imagine it as, at least, and you'll see our lovely, funny light debate whenever the tier list comes out. Imagine turning on like a flashlight. That's just boom. The stand is there now, and it's a stand of energy, so it's not like in the physical world messing with the physicalness.
Well, I think the only problem, they probably just have a different physics system. But the problem is like when you have lines where it's like, or when he like does that thing where like it's based off of Snapple Cap facts, those kind of ones where it's like they're based on real facts, but they're just
This
true.
one, it's not necessarily like a Snapple thing. It's just it moves faster than they can track it, and it's like, you know, you blink and it could just be in a different reflective mirror.
Oh, yeah, I can see that'd be a problem.
You know, like he's fast enough to hit it. They just need to find out how it's moving around. But sorry. Anyway, that's a tangent. Siberian dance battle, pretty cringy. The other cringiest part of the movie which I watched a guy. His name's Arlo. You might know him, popular
guy.
I disagreed with some of his review. He made a few good points. Like he brought up a valid point of. So I think the guy's name is Tom. Tom and his wife are going to.
Don't remember.
I don't care about the humans. If you want me to be really cringy, Donut Lord and his wife go to Hawaii in the movie, and the person that's what Sonic calls the human. It's pretty cringe.
Call him Donut Lord.
Yeah, whatever. They're in Hawaii, and it's this the woman that he's with. It's her sister is getting married to a guy, so they go to the wedding. Sonic's in a moment of trying to escape from an avalanche, and he gets the ring. Or, do you remember in the first movie where it's the teleporting rings?
Yes.
Well, he lost them all in the fight with Knuckles, and so he's like, hey, Tom, the one that I gave you, he calls him on his iPhone, product placement. And it's like, hey, Tom, I need you to throw this ring here and protect us. And Tom's like, oh, yeah, cool. And the thing that everyone thought was going to happen happened. Uh-oh, he mixes up Sonic's ring with the wedding ring. So he has to run up there, punch the groom, and take the ring, which... That was dumb, because he had the real ring with him. He could have been like, oh, hey, the rings got mixed up. Take this. I'll take that. Throws the ring. Boom, Sonic comes in.
But it's funnier to punch the groom, though.
Yeah, because
people won't understand.
You know what they try doing? Tangent. They try having him be like the weak little scrawny nerd, but this dude's ripped.
Oh, the human guy?
Yeah, like they try to have this groom like demasculate him, but he's ripped. He's muscular. And
that's the problem when you cast someone like after the fact.
Yeah.
Or if you want to use a stereotype that just doesn't apply.
So here's what I'm getting at. Sonic shows up, Sonic Tails, right?
Uh-huh.
Gun shows up.
The organization.
Yes. And this entire...
From Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes. This entire wedding was a setup to capture Sonic. But, like, how would they know that Sonic was gonna go fight Eggman, Knuckles, and use a ring to teleport from Siberia there? How?
Because they're gun.
And then Sonic, Tails get kidnapped, and the two wives, they have to go in and use Tails' gadgets to save them. There's a really dumb scene where the one whose husband turned out to be an agent, a gun, she drives up in a golf cart, steps out of it as it's drifting, and it explodes. It was
cool.
It didn't feel like a Sonic movie at that point, but the rest of the movie was really good.
Ah, shoot. See, that's the problem is I'm so buttery with these controls that, like, I do silly things. You're going to love the boss, by the way, for this world.
Cool. Is the secret act at the next part?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. From now on, for the rest of this game, I know exactly where they are.
But yeah, no, it was a good movie. It's just the dance battle part, and then
okay, restart.
The part with a gun showing up out of the blue was very, very silly. Knuckles was the best part of the movie.
Right, because he's got that. He's not stupid. He doesn't understand the culture.
One of my favorite tropes in like anything is having not stupid, but just having a character that doesn't know like the culture or etiquette, just interacting with it. Because there's a scene where Eggman's
pretty prominent.
Eggman's in his lair, or the Mean Bean coffee shop, spying on Sonic's texts,
which is just great.
And so you know how on Apple iPhone, when you're gonna send a text, it shows like ... Knuckles is reading the text and he's like ... just trying to understand what's going on. Thought it was pretty good.
Bizarre, but I love it. By the way, speaking of Knuckles, you know what level this is?
His temple.
Yeah, it's Angel Island Zone.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, it looks completely different than it does in any other game, but it looks different in every game that appears in, so that's okay.
Give it a solid 8. It was pretty good. They teased Shadow at the end.
I saw in the...
Is that Sonic.exe? There's a kid that yelled that in a recording.
We should go see Sonic 3 when it comes out.
I would love to. That sounds like
it'd be awesome.
It'd be great. If another pandemic doesn't happen.
That would be awful. Why would you even wish that into being, Kyle?
I'm joking because that was the last movie I saw in theaters. Sonic 1 was, and I was the only person in theaters.
You were the only one.
I went on a Sunday. It was great.
So it was like you were the only person seeing this movie.
I could have been as loud as I wanted. Saw something funny, ha ha ha, and like
There's that one guy that's got to make sure you're not recording it. So he's just like watching you during the film do that kind of stuff. Oh, that'd be great.
No, I didn't do any of that, but it was fun. I liked it. Looking back, it was a pretty basic like E.T. kind of movie where alien shows up in human world, help alien get home.
Oh yeah, I was about to say help alien get home kind of thing.
And also in this new movie, Tails was really way too like, ha, Sonic almost died. That's such a Sonic thing to do. They just had him be way too fanboy-y over Sonic.
That's how he is though.
But he just met the guy.
Well, this is legitimately how Tails is. Like his entire character from like Sonic 2 and beyond. That's essentially who
I guess
he is.
so. It was just weird. Like he spied on Sonic after the initial power surge from his home world, which we didn't really learn much about.
Yeah, it's creepy, right?
Yeah,
that's how he is.
Oh, then yeah, I guess
like real Tails is really creepy.
And there are some people who didn't like seeing Sonic characters do the human stuff, but I thought it was funny watching, like, at the end of the movie, you know, Knuckles gets betrayed by Eggman, and Sonic saves Knuckles saves Sonic, we're the same, you and I, blah, blah, blah. They make it to the end, and just watching them do something like baseball is really funny.
Oh, yeah.
Knuckles just punches it.
Is that the very end of the movie when that happens?
See, Knuckles was just wholesome, seeing him run around like, yeah, I hit the ball. It was funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, they did that thing that Dragon Ball already did, where it's like two overly powered people play baseball. Antics ensue.
Oh, speaking of, another movie review, I saw the Broly movie, and I liked it.
Oh, well, I mean...
Did you see
the animation is gorgeous.
It's so good. Yeah, I kind of hit my point with Dragon Ball. Like, it's not my favorite thing, but it's fun.
I mean, it passes the time. Certainly.
Yeah, it's fun. Do you care if I tell you about the movie?
Yeah, go ahead.
They fixed Broly.
Yeah,
immensely.
They gave him depth.
Instead of it being Goku cried, that is my motivation. Everything with Goku, nothing with Goku on Planet Vegeta influenced Broly. It was actually King Vegeta. And they changed it to where Paragus, Broly's dad, had a grudge against King Vegeta.
Which makes sense.
When the Saiyans were born, King Vegeta's like, oh, my son, the prince, he's so strong. And then someone's like, sir, but there's a lower class warrior who's stronger. It's like, what? No. Banish him from the planet. So,
which is how it happened originally.
Yeah. So he sends Broly off planet. Paragus steals a ship and goes to protect Broly. When he crashes on Broly's planet, he gets stranded. And so put that on the back burner for a while. We see Bardock and his wife send Goku off planet because Frieza calls all the Saiyans back to Vegeta. And Bardock's like, I got a bad feeling about this. Sends
6 Star Wars reference on Descript Day.
He commits, Order 66 blows up Vegeta. Later on, after the events of the Tournament of Power, where Frieza's getting his troops back.
Yep.
Some of them find Broly and Paragus.
Does Frieza die in that movie?
In what?
In Broly?
No, but
should he die in that movie?
It's... let me get to it. They have a funny reason for meeting. So, it turns out, and I thought this plot point was pretty funny, Bulma's lab was broken into by some of Frieza's goons.
Because they're trying to get the Dragon Radar?
They got the Dragon Radar and the balls, and so they're looking for the last one in like an Arctic place.
Right, which is where... Yes.
Yeah, so... Frieza sent... He knew that Goku and Vegeta would just clobber whoever he sent, so he sent 2 people so unfathomably weak that they wouldn't even pick up on Goku and Vegeta's radar.
Which were...
just some, like, throwaway goons. Oh! Nice.
This is the boss. It's my original OC.
Do not steal.
Sonics.
So, do you know why Frieza wants the Dragon Balls?
Probably immortality. But
no,
look, he's not dead yet.
Meta Knuckles? What?
Yeah, he just starts shooting missiles.
That's actually not why.
Well, they can't even use immortality
Because what's happening
anymore.
first is... Bulma wants the Dragon Balls for a pretty silly reason. She wants to wish herself 5 years younger.
You can't even do that.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Why not?
You can't wish... You can't wish away things that have happened due to time.
No, I mean, you know, people, like, you wish, like, they... What's it? Pilaf and his gang wished for eternal youth.
Right, you can't... You can't wish away natural... You can't wish away death caused by natural causes.
She wants to look 5 years younger.
This is... If you haven't decided the levels are cool enough yet, this one will change your mind. This is the only level that does not have a time limit.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it does. You'll see why.
Yeah, I'll see. But what is it? She wants to wish herself 5 years younger, and Goku promptly asks, why not more? And she's like, well, then it'd be too noticeable. Cut to Frieza on his ship, talking about why he wants the Dragon Balls. Some people are like, sir, why do you want them? I want to wish for something. And they're asking him, they're talking, like, immortality? He's like, no, I learned in hell, like, not being able to die is an awful thing. I want to die at some point.
Okay, that's great.
And then, why don't you wish for more power, sir? And he's like, well, that would make the game too boring, which does fit in line with Frieza.
Yep.
And he's like, do you really want to know why? And then one of the other minions guesses it correctly. She's like, Frieza wishes to grow taller. His men make fun of him, and he's tired of being made fun of. And so he promptly says 5 centimeters. Why not more? Because then it would be too noticeable.
Okay, that's great.
So it's pretty funny. They meet up. The people bring Broly and Paragus to the ship.
For no reason other than...
Well, no, they find him. They're looking for recruits for Frieza's army because he's bringing it back.
Right, and...
Frieza lands on Earth with Paragus, Broly, and the rest of the movie is just the fight.
Right, I mean, that movie's premise would not have worked if...
It was a very fun
Frieza
reason for having them meet up.
Yes, it's like that premise would not have worked if Frieza did not come back to life.
So, later on in the movie, Broly's getting way too powerful. Goku ends up going blue and just starts sneezing on Broly, right? Like, no effort is being put into what he's doing. He's just mopping Broly.
Right.
Frieza has a flashback to Planet Namek.
Oh, I've seen this. Yes,
Yeah,
where
he
he's
has
like
a flashback to Planet Namek and is
shoots
like,
and kills Paragus. He's like, Broly, look.
your father was killed by a straight energy blast. He just shoots him in the heart.
That's not how I remember it going.
So that was good. And Frieza gets his just desserts in the movie.
Yes, he does. I've seen he gets like absolutely thrashed.
Because what happens is Goku decides we got to fuse to beat this guy. He leads Broly right to Frieza.
And then
Broly decks him, is like, hold him off, Freezer! And then for an entire hour, Broly's just annihilating Frieza.
Yes, I've seen.
And then the ending of the movie happens, gorgeous animation. Oh, what happened? Oh!
We're literally on a rocket. And like it's running out. And look at the timer now.
And there's a countdown timer.
Instead of going up, now it goes down. So this one does not have the original timer. It has its own new timer.
Of you have to beat it in X amount of time.
Yeah, and I have to beat it in X amount of time. But it's not even done yet. Like, you think it might be done, but it is not.
I wish that it would be like that. Getting to the rocket was in Act 1, and then on the rocket is Act 2.
Oh.
I wish it was like that.
One
is that
would,
like it is?
One would wonder if we're actually currently still doing something in Act 1, 2, and 3.
Are we going to the moon?
I don't know, Kyle.
Are we pissing on the moon?
I don't know, Kyle. Well, Kyle, you're so silly, Kyle. What are you doing?
I'll wait and see.
You're so silly. I hate
no,
those enemies so much.
Those are the two movies I saw recently. They're both good.
Sounds like it. I actually really love the premise of Frieza becoming more
just
redeemed.
Taller. He's a villain who's cheeky about knowing his villainous. It works.
Well, he's getting more redeeming qualities.
No, he's not.
He is.
Just shot Paragus because I want to see someone get stronger.
Well, that's the thing is he's still a villain. There's villains receiving redeeming qualities, and there's villains who no longer act on their morals. Frieza has no morals, so him suddenly being like, "Oh, I wouldn't kill someone for that," makes no sense.
It's one thing to hurt a person, or what is it that Eggman says?
All right, now you've gone too far. It's one thing to enslave. Yeah, he's like, but hurting someone, now you've gone too far.
Yeah, like for Eggman, morals doesn't work. So what do you mean for Frieza? Like just giving him like more depth?
Yeah, well, he's getting depth in the sense where he's not just one-dimensional Dragon Ball villain where I'm wishing
he wants to be taller.
He understands
death is natural. I want to die.
That's just really funny to me. Where it's just like, do not put me back, I swear to God.
And Broly was just so much better.
Yeah, I mean his character design is a lot better.
Yeah, the character was cool. The thing that he wears, like the little green tarp, was actually an ear of his animal friend from a planet that he was stranded on.
It's what of an animal friend?
He made friends with an animal, and Paragus was like, "Broly, you need a train," and just shot off the animal's ear, and it became scared of Broly and his dad.
Oh, and that's what it's made out of. That's the ear.
Yeah, it was a big animal.
Well,
and like the crazy thing was,
oh my God,
they actually had Broly somewhat care about Paragus just a little bit. Where like some of Frieza's men were like, "Your dad is so mean," and he's like, "Hey, watch your tone. That's still my dad."
Does he actually talk like that?
No, just. You've seen the Watch Your Tone memes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the fact
that's
that...
kind of what he says. He's like, hey, don't disrespect my father. He's, no matter what you think, he's still my dad.
I mean, I like the fact that they don't just, like, completely abandon the fact that Broly is, like, strong because he's, like, built different. But they actually do something creative with it, where instead of him being like, oh, my new form makes me like this, it's like he's always like that. He's always the same body type.
Yeah, also, Broly gets a power-up where you could kind of think of it like Super Saiyan 4. Oh, wow.
Wait for it.
Are we on the second half of the rocket? To the moon, though!
We're in space.
Neat.
Yeah, well, it's getting better, because we're still in Act 1, right? Also, the timer reset.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, after 5 minutes, the part breaks. Yes, if you run out of time on this one, literally the part breaks with you in it, and you just die.
Oh, neat.
Yes, neat. This game has a lot of love put into it. That's something
I'm respecting it.
Yeah, I mean,
would I want to play it? I mean, it's Sonic. I'm not too big on it, but I can respect that it's a decent game.
I mean, it's... I stand by the stance that this game, if it had not existed, we would not have Mania. We would... Oh, reverse gravity.
We wouldn't have Hope. Oh, cool.
We would not have Mania.
Wait for the spikes, Cade.
I don't want to.
Be patient. Don't be me.
I don't wanna.
Don't be me. No. Okay, you made it. Never be me. Have patience.
Wait. Are we?
Oh,
okay. I was about to say, we're just.
Okay, we're at the space break.
Sorry, we're just not in space anymore.
But no, Broly was good. I like the little bit of depth that they gave him. I like that they're taking old ideas and revamping them into something good.
I also
because the original was Broly was destroyed by Goku's crying, and that acts as a trigger. And I like what the abridged pointed out too, where in the original movie,
a lot.
Yeah, Vegeta's
like a lot.
moment of break is like
3 hours.
He's the legendary Super Saiyan. We can't beat him. And the abridged is like, he's so cool, but he's literally a walking toddler.
He's literally a giant fucking baby.
Yeah.
Motivated by a crying infant.
So I like
kind of like how you're being right now. Watch it, Green Man.
The abridged is good. I'm sad it had to end.
I didn't have to end it. I chose to end it.
Well, not. And that's what I meant. Like, I'm just sad that it's over.
What's annoying is they ended it, right?
Yeah.
But they're still living in the past. Like
they're still making some Dragon Ball content.
They're legitimately almost all their videos now are like
the 3D Dragon Ball animations and.
Well, that's the thing is all the 3D. They still do the abridged stuff, but it's like their own stuff.
Yeah, like Hiffle. I mean, I'll admit I've seen some of them. They're pretty funny.
I mean, Hiffle's funny, but it's like they do compilations for like their old stuff. So it's like they're living in the success of their old thing.
Well,
they're not producing anymore.
Funimation was like they were on thin ice with Funimation.
Well, Funimation just in general like would not leave them alone, which I get. That's why they want to make new content.
Legally, that's why they couldn't use like the actual clips anymore.
Well, that's the problem is everyone wants an abridged series. Like everyone wants to see the Boo abridged because that one's probably the one that needs the abridged series the most.
But the problem is like a lot of the stuff that a lot of the people just wouldn't be in it.
Well, the problem is you need to have
that's
mutual.
What they were gonna do. They were going to do the 3D and just change the story.
Are they?
Yeah, that's what their original plan was. Like making 3D models of all the characters and just doing a 3D version of the story and make their own edits to the story.
I mean, that works.
Yeah, because like the Boost, if we're being honest, Boo Saga is probably like
it's
my favorite saga, like arc, but it's not the best written.
It's not that good.
Like
if I can be honest,
but the crazy thing is,
good.
It has some of the series' best moments. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Vegito, Majin
really
Vegeta.
It's the most iconic. I don't think it's the best moment.
Or most iconic.
And like
and all of them are good moments too.
I mean, you got to give credit to like things that are like iconographic like that.
But they butchered Gohan so badly. They turned him into Edgelord.
Which one did they turn him into an Edgelord?
Gohan. Like
which? Oh,
in the Boo Saga near the end where. Now, do not get offended by this. I'm just quoting what Gohan says. When he first meets Boo, he calls him. Oh, did you beat it?
I did.
Did we go on the rocket's exhaust and we're gonna get burned to a crisp? Oh.
We are now on the space station.
Oh, visually this looks great.
Oh, it is awesome. This one is the easiest of the special stages to get to, which is funny because this is the last level.
Nice. But what
last level
happens is, for those of you who don't remember, Gohan sits there for 12 hours or whatever, and he gets the power up to become like the strongest thing, like Ultimate Gohan.
Yep.
He meets Boo, and he's like, you retard. Like, he calls him a retard.
Yeah, and he's like,
I am not saying that. I know that is an offensive thing.
Damn you! Damn you! He just does that for like 3 hours.
He calls him an idiot, basically, and then proceeds to get outsmarted and lose to the guy that he calls an idiot.
Well, Boo should have never outsmarted him in the first place.
And Gohan should never have just let him. He did. Remember in the abridged where Gohan's like, oh my god, I did what Goku did, and like started hitting the ground because he was so mad that he was just being overly cocky. That's what he did again. He played with Boo.
It's in character. Do I think it's a clever writing plan? No. I think it's pretty by the book.
I would not say that should fit Gohan's character. Like, Gohan as a character doesn't fit that bill.
I mean,
except for when the series wants him to. Like, Gohan's a nerd.
I mean, that's his flaw. What's Gohan's flaw, in your opinion? What is his flaw? It's not a flaw. I mean, yes, that's a flaw with the series. It's not a flaw with the character.
Well, what I mean is, like, Gohan is what the series wants him to be at multiple moments. Like, it's not consistent.
Oh my god. Oh my
god. Like, you went far down.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I don't like the Teen Gohan moment of snapping Super Saiyan 2 just because it didn't fit with what we really know with Gohan. I think it'd been a lot better if like Goku had died and then that's what made him snap. And he could have picked up the torch and not bring Goku back and have Gohan take over as the main character. That's what the series was building up to.
I hope you're seeing the things that are happening to me here.
I am.
Like, almost all of my lost...
I just don't want to comment and say anything, mean.
Yeah, all of my lost potential in this level is just spikes being placed at the worst possible places. Right as I say it. Oh my god. What a hoot.
But at the very least, if that is his flaw of where he does that, like in Teen Gohan, I think that should have been the moment where that flaw should put it on a save state just in case.
No, if anything, if I die in this level, I get a second chance at that special stage.
Oh,
There's
cool.
a chance I missed it. Because I fell down literally 7 flights.
Like if that's what he wanted to do at Cell, like where he got overly cocky and Goku's like, don't do it. Just kill him now. You're stronger than me. Do it.
Go on, do it now.
Yeah, like that. In the Boo Saga, he should have done that again if the writing is what we think it should be.
Well, I mean, the problem is you need to have an arc, and like, what's Gohan's arc in Boo Saga? Yeah, good question. I know you can't think of one.
Like his family doesn't die. At least
That's not. Well, I mean, people dying is not an arc. I mean, coming to terms with people dying is an arc. Oh my god, why put a falling platform there?
And that's what they tried doing with Android 16, where it's like, you must let go of your anger. But that moment could have been so much better.
I mean, he doesn't really let go of his anger. He just kind of channels it.
Or like, get angry is what he tried saying. Get mad.
Don't get mad, get glad.
But the state of Dragon Ball right now, like within Super, I'm sad that a lot of the characters have been dropped and it's just kind of the Goku Vegeta show.
Oh.
But that stuff's okay. I heard in the manga.
Okay.
There's a plot point for the newest arc.
Oh my god. I can't help but laugh. Just because of the...
Your life is a tragedy, but you see it as a comedy.
Oh yeah. Also, that's kind of... It hits a little deep.
In Sonic Adventure, at least.
Oh, yes.
Not overall. I'm not trying to quote Joker and become like the Joker.
Yeah. Heath Ledger's is dead now.
No, that was the... Was he the one that said that? You're okay.
I made it.
Hey, you made it! Did you get the secret?
No, I did not.
You have to go back?
I will.
So what is... Oh.
This is the hardest boss of the bunch. Like, I struggled with this. Like, even now I struggle with it. It's really tough. You have to flip it by bouncing him over, which you can undo the bounce if you hit him a second time. So you have to get just close enough to flip and then immediately undo it. Oh, that one should have worked. Oh, well, there goes my last ring.
Okay, don't die.
Okay, I'm going to make an executive decision here. I'm going to restart.
That's fair.
Next episode,
We'll
I'll
finish.
be at the special stage. I'll have beaten the boss and win the game.
Will Cade figure it out? Find out next time on Goobers and Screens.
What's the Dragon Ball theme that plays after that? Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Then it is like the... I can't remember because the music's playing.
Will Cade remember the music? Find out next time.
It's very similar. All right, give up. I'll put it in the episode. Who cares?